look at the beautiful trees behind me. Trees, blue skies. It's so great. It's such a lovely day. Hi, welcome back to Steph's Positive Steps. My name is Stephanie and welcome to my weekly show. This week I want to talk about having an all or nothing mentality. What an all or nothing mentality is when you decide that if you're going to do something, you're going to go big or go home. If you do something, you want to do it 100%, be fully invested in it, or you're just not even going to bother. This is something that I've dealt with a lot through depression and the counseling I've done with my depression, because I'd have an all or nothing mentality about things. Be like, okay, this person doesn't like me, therefore they hate me. Or I made a mistake, therefore I'm the worst person ever. And this is a huge problem because it's very black and white, and it discredits anything good that you do. So for instance, in wanting to take positive steps to better your life and think positively about yourself, it would mean that you would be discrediting anything good that you would do rather than giving yourself credit for the little positive steps that you take. So if you were to get into exercise and fitness, you would decide, I'm going to start this routine. Let me start with this little step here. Like maybe I'll just start walking for a little bit every day, see where that goes. Instead of opening yourself up to starting small, you think, I'm going to be just like the pros. I'm going to start out and I'm going to start running for an hour every day when you've been sedentary for 5 years. And then what happens is you start running for an hour a day and you can't maintain it because it's totally new, totally fresh. And so you end up giving it up. Which is a real shame because you want to get healthy and you have good intentions, but because you have that all or nothing black and white mentality, you end up giving it up. One of the major problems with having an all or nothing mentality is that it stops progress. When you decide, I can't go big, I can't do it all, then you stop making any progress at all because you give up on yourself. And so wouldn't it be better to make some progress rather than no progress? And sometimes when you have an all or nothing mentality, you get the idea of like, if I'm not going to be the best, I'm not even going to bother. And then when you don't bother, you don't reap any benefits at all. For instance, when I stopped counting calories because I was like, I'll be fine. It's too much work. It's not paying off. And then slowly over time, I started gaining weight. That was bad. I thought because I can't be perfect with my eating habits, therefore I shouldn't even bother trying to control them. Giving up and not even trying over time has packed on the pounds. And so the antidote to that is to, for me, starting to track my weight and count my calories and be like, chocolate isn't a health food. It's tasty and magical. And there's antioxidants, but there's a ton of fat and a ton of sugar in it. And I can get antioxidants from my coffee, from fruits and vegetables. So the antidote to an all or nothing mentality is to start small with baby steps and to give yourself credit for the little things that you do. Sorry. It's such a silly thing. Yeah, so start small. Take a nice little baby step. Like, for instance, I started out being like, I'm going to walk every day. I enjoy walking. I can listen to music. And now when I go walking, I walk for an hour and I genuinely enjoy it. I get to overlook the beautiful city, listen to tunes, starting small, and then, build up momentum, and then it'll keep you going further. Another positive step that I took was with my coffee drinking habits. I used to get mochas every day, and sometimes twice a day, maybe even 3 if it was a really bad day. Mochas are very high in calories. Instead, I would switch from mochas to lattes, and then from lattes to drip coffee with coffee cream and sugar. And then from there, I took out the sugar. So now I still I'll put in a little bit of soy milk, but it's like a 50 calorie drink rather than a 500 calorie drink. So that was a positive step that I took there. And, that kind of stuff adds up over time. Having an all or nothing mentality means that if you can't do everything perfectly, you're going to give up, and then you're not going to get any benefits at all. So it's like saying, I want all the benefits or I want no benefits. And wouldn't you agree that some benefits is better than no benefits? I think so. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below. Give it an example of an all or nothing mentality you've had and how you've broken it, or just giving yourself credit for anything good that you've done. go ahead and leave a comment below, and remember to keep taking positive steps. Positive steps.